Hello, and welcome back to a very casual, laid-back, one-woman show episode of Hail to the Deadites. So, there's been a lot of news lately about the movie. The press tour just started, so I've just sort of collected some tweets to share about that, and they did a promo video for Valentine's Day, and there was a new patch on the game last week and all kinds of stuff, so I thought I would just do a super casual episode, and we'll read through what's been put out and stuff and react to the Valentine's trailer, I guess. I haven't seen it yet. So we get to watch that together. Me and you. Special moment. And then I'll talk a little bit about the game and the patch notes that came out. So let's start opening up these tweets to read them. So the press junket started February 15th. Here's a photo of Lily Sullivan already. She looks amazing. I'm really excited that press has started because that means there's going to be more info about the movie. And if you've seen any other video on this channel about Evil Dead Rise, you'll know how excited I am for this movie. So I haven't watched this either, but this is Alyssa Sutherland talking about Evil Dead Rise. So I still haven't watched it because I was like, I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it and watch it with my dear friends on the Hail to the Deadites channel. So I'm going to hit play on this now. Sorry, I realized I had to put headphones on to be able to watch this and not have it pick up on the mic. So this is Alyssa Sutherland on The Project, which is an Australian news show from the looks of it. I think it's Australian. So it's about 5 minutes long, so we're gonna sit and we'll watch this together.
Could you please welcome Alyssa Sutherland?
Can I just say thank you so much. You guys have helped me really impress my oldest nephew. Oh. I told him the other day that I was going to be on The Project, and he was like, "The Project? You're going to be on The Project?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "But Chris Hemsworth and Paul Rudd have been on The Project." And I'm like, "You could be a little less surprised, you know?" Like,
movie star.
Yeah, just with a little less money. Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, we think, because this trailer is terrifying. You should have seen Sam watching the trailer earlier.
I had my eyes just in the trailer. It was like horrifying.
Really? That's good.
Yeah, well, we can't show it in this time slot, so you're just going to have to tell us what we are meant to expect when we go along and see it.
I think you're in for a new pair of pants.
I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that.
A new pair of pants for the movie.
Okay.
In case something happens.
Well, you'll ruin them. You'll need another new pair.
Right, okay,
yeah, two pairs.
Okay,
yeah,
great.
bring a spare.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. It's wild. It's just like once I get possessed, we all know Evil Dead. It's a possession franchise. It just doesn't let up. It just like keeps ramping up the whole way, and we were so lucky because we got to film everything in chronological order.
That's cool. Everything was shot in chronological order.
Important.
That's really awesome.
And so we just, like, you'd go to set and you'd be like, okay, today's going to be a manic day. Like, I've got to do this crazy thing. All right, but after that, things will just sort of settle. This will be the craziest day I have. And then you go to set the next day, and then that tops that. And it just, it doesn't let up, you guys.
Well, it's filming in chronological order then, because, like, I don't like scary movies. Like, I lose my mind watching them.
I don't either.
Oh, really? Well, that's what I was going to say. Is it scary then to shoot them? No. Like, when you have to do, are you getting scared and then they say cut and then you're like, oh, God, I was scared of myself for a second.
Pause. That's one question I always kind of hate during interviews. Like, not that I've ever been asked it, but when people that are acting in horror movies are like, oh, yeah, I don't actually, like, watch horror movies. Like, I get scared really easily. People are like, what? But you're in them. Like, you must be scared. Like, no, I think there's a big difference between acting in a horror movie and then actually sitting and watching it yourself. Because you can't really have the same experience if you've got, like, a big camera, like, this close to you, and it's like, pretend something scary is over there. Pretend something scary is back there. I think there's a big difference between acting in a horror movie and watching one. So I don't know. That question just always, like, irks me when I hear, like, celebrities asked about it in interviews. Because obviously it's going to be different things. And I think for kid actors sometimes, like, they don't even get to see the scary stuff. Like, they shoot it in a way where the kids never actually see any, like, prosthetic makeup or anything or any sort of, like, practical effect that's scary. Anyways, that was just a little rant I had to do.
Now I'm not scared.
No, it was a blast for me because I have the fun part. I just get to terrorise everyone. And I learned that I have a lot of unexpressed rage, apparently. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, a bit of a former people pleaser. Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yes, you get it. You get it. You need to just get a horror film and be the villain. You get it all out.
I need to do that.
Some yelling.
What's it like between takes when you're covered in blood and you've got the, the makeup on? Are you just like, in your trailer or in the lunchroom just kicking around in that, terrifying people?
Yeah, I have video of me eating a donut with a knife and fork because my hands are covered in blood and it was like...
Is it corn syrup or something they use?
Yeah, it is. It's corn syrup. The blood is the worst of it. Like, I had a bunch of prosthetics, but that just sort of, they stick it on at the beginning of the day, you forget that it's there, but the fake blood is so sticky. Poor Lily, beautiful Lily Sullivan, who plays my sister in the film. She's another Brizzy chick. Yeah, two Brizzy chicks in a bit. Oh, hey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're Brizzy.
Okay, let's move on.
Sorry.
Can I say, Waleed and I have been to Brisbane.
This is so much more interesting than like Canadian talk shows of this variety.
Did you ever catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror just by accident and get scared?
No, not really, because I sit there the whole time getting it put on. It's about a 6-hour process on the longest day. So I watch it all happen and get put on. It's more the reaction of the crew when you first walk onto set and they're, jumping at the side
That
of you.
happens with me here too, but I don't think it's for the same.
Us before makeup, I find.
I can't wait to see this because it does look absolutely terrifying. And just to clarify, like Sam literally did move his chair around the room when we were watching the trailer.
Wow.
Like,
Around like this.
genuinely terrified
That
of
was just
it.
the trailer.
Did you see the Red Band trailer?
Yes, that was the one. But
With the
of
cheese
course,
grater?
no good.
The cheese grater!
That's the real star of the film.
I was going to say, they know you from another quite gory series though, in Vikings as well. How do you reflect on that time? Because the fans, they're passionate fans. So do you look back, do they still come up and talk to you?
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Is it
They do every now and then, It's not the Chris Hemsworth level, as, much to my nephew's disgust. They do. I was so lucky to have that series. It was really the first acting gig that I had, and I worked really hard to get it. It was lot of classes, so when I finally kind of broke through and got that, and I had no idea what I was doing when I got it. I was really lucky and I learned so much on the series. It was a real gift.
Is it true you had a feeling about the fate of your character? Like you preempted it coming?
I was shocked.
I don't know anything about the Vikings show, so get back to the Evil Dead talk, please. I feel like it's probably not going to go back to it, though.
And whenever you're playing a villain, especially on a show like that, you're like, my head's on the chopping block. It's really just a matter of time.
Cheese grater on the chopping block.
Okay, that's getting too graphic.
Okay.
Evil Dead Rise is in cinemas from Thursday, April the 20th, if you dare. Alyssa, thank you so much for coming in.
That was nice. Oh, I can't wait to see more interviews like this and more press stuff. So there was another tweet that I had saved to share, which is just that the movie was filmed in chronological order, which is very cool and probably also very hard to do from a everything standpoint. I was gonna say directing standpoint, but I think it'd be hard literally in any position on set. So we got a couple tweets from Lee Cronin too. We've got one that says a family tree is about to lose some limbs, and then a sign that says Fonda's tree surgery, which is probably a reference to Bridget Fonda, who played Linda in Army of Darkness. So I'm really glad they're doing little callbacks to stuff like that, like the Shemps beer in Ash vs. Evil Dead, and just stuff and stuff from the game too that calls back to items from the show or movies or whatever. It's so cool. I love little references like that, little Easter eggs that fans will notice. So we get another Lee Cronin tweet of Lily Sullivan and Alyssa Sutherland that they had reunited after on Valentine's Day for a little drink for the first time since they shot the movie, which is cool.
Yeah. Didn't kill him. Killed him, right? Yeah, no, it was good. Tried some music for it. Yeah. It's good listening to what you guys talked about, though. That was good. It was good to hear what people thought their job was.
Thoughts, Darren.
Nothing to do with what anyone else. Hang on, I never knew you did that.
And then I did some digging on Twitter. I was like going crazy last night trying to find like anything. So I was searching like Evil Dead Rise press, Evil Dead Rise interview, just like scrolling through all the tweets trying to find little hints. And I found this, which this guy's a journalist, and I think he did a interview. And so these are sort of his talking points. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see when that interview comes out, if we get to see it. Just sort of what these titles mean. I mean, obviously they're probably his questions and like talking points and stuff, but plant cruelty and horror? What does that have to do with the Evil Dead? That's so exciting. Does that have something to do with like the trees or whatever? And then one good truthful moment, like that's, you can't compare. Is there anything about these films fun? ? I am really excited to see that. And then today, so the film was premiering at South by Southwest, I think. And so Sam Raimi, Bruce Campbell, Lee Cronin, Lily Sullivan, and Alyssa Sutherland will be attending South by Southwest. And they're also doing a panel on Evil Dead. And it says here, the panel will discuss how the film not only pays homage to the beloved franchise, but also expands the Evil Dead universe, which is very exciting that it says expanding. Because that means stuff might tie to the original, and there's more stuff coming. I love the Evil Dead. I love the Evil Dead. I'm so excited that there's a possibility that even after this movie, that there could still be more to the franchise, which is so exciting because that gives me more stuff to talk about on here. I'm recording this while editing the video because Lee Cronin just put out a tweet that said being a Deadite is thirsty work, and has a picture of all kinds of fake blood and broken wine glasses, which makes me very excited. It looks so cool. So those were all the tweets I found on like the press junket and any sort of news coming up. So I guess now we're gonna watch the little teaser they put out on Valentine's Day.
Mom. 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 You don't look so good.
Nothing a big ol' hug and kiss from you won't fix. Open up now.
That's cute. That's cute. It's short. It doesn't really give us anything sort of new besides clips of those kids saying mom. So honestly, I'm fine with that though. The less I want to know everything about this movie, but also the less I know about it going into it, the more excited I'm going to be. Like, cause I can't wait. I cannot wait for this movie. I'm so excited. I literally have no words to describe how excited I am at the possibility of getting to see an Evil Dead movie on the big screen, hopefully at my local theater. Hopefully I don't have to drive to like the next big theater 4 hours away to see this movie, because I'll do it. I'll do it because I am going to see this literally the first screening humanly possible in my province, and I will see it, and I will see it multiple times. I always get like this with like movies and stuff, and I go like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna go see it, and then I'm gonna go see it with this person, and I'll see it again with this person, and I never end up doing that. But with this movie, I'm gonna go see it. Like, usually what my theater does is it says the movie like opens on the Friday, but they have screenings on the Thursday. So I usually try and go see the movies on the Thursday, which is fun for like superhero movies and stuff, because that's usually when like people that sort of know that sort of secret screening day. So it's always like big fans and stuff. So that's fun. So if I got to see that for the Evil Dead movie, that would be so exciting. I wish my birthday was in April so that I could do this. I could go see it as my birthday party, but my birthday is in March. So it's a Scream themed party, obviously, because it's like 5 days before the new Scream movie comes out. Oh man, I cannot wait for this movie. I genuinely am so excited to see it. And I think I've made that quite noticeable through my trailer reactions, and even this, just literally watching press junket clips. I can't wait to hear more about it and see more stuff from it and see the movie. So we're gonna wind down a little bit because I got really excited. doing that. But I finally got into a couple Splatter Royale matches on Evil Dead the game. Oh my god! We're actually playing. Okay. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. Oh, the Deadite mode is actually really cool looking. I gotta find somewhere to spawn. I swear to God, if this match ends halfway through, I'll be so sad. Okay, I'm spawning here. Oh my god, there's people over there. Oh, run, Cheryl. Can I get in here? Can I get in here? Can I get in here? Yeah, okay, I got a car. Bye. Don't flip it. Don't flip the car. Don't flip the car. Oh my god, don't flip the car. I'm not gonna flip. I'm gonna try so hard not to flip this car. I don't know where the storm is. Oh my god. I hope no one shoots me either. Oh my god. Car crash compilation. Oh, I'm driving in the water. Probably not good for this, but you know, I don't think people can shoot me when I'm in here. LOL. Driving my car through the graveyard. Oh my god. Okay. I have to stop doing that. The crate is probably gone. It has probably been looted. Oh, frig. No, my car. Oh my god. I don't have a weapon. Friggin' punch him. Oh, I'm about to die. I tried 3 days in a row to get into a match, but I think the game is probably having a little bit of a population problem right now, because what would happen is the way the match works, you play with 40 people, but they sort of start the matchmaking at like 20 people. So once you had 20 people in the queue, it would be like bringing people in. And so obviously you'd have to wait because it takes a while to connect like an additional 20 people to a match that's already got 20 people on it. 40 people is a lot of people to be connected to an online game at once. I think so. I don't know. I'm not a video game expert. So obviously it takes a little while. And especially where there's probably a little population issue with the game. Not a lot of people were on. So it would get to about 36 people, and then like the timer would count down and be stuck on 0. And then I would just sit and wait, and then it would do a loading screen, and then it would take me back to the main menu and say that the matchmaking queue has been canceled. Let's go. Let's go. Let's play the game. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? And then I have to try again. And so I would just try that over and over and over again. I did it on stream. It was brutal. That's a relatively quick join time. Oh. Yeah, let me back. Just waiting for the match, and it just never happened. And I got in once, and I was playing off of my computer monitor, and my ring light was reflecting the light onto my glasses, onto my computer screen, and my computer screen was too dark because I have to turn the darkness down because I spend so much time on my computer that I'm trying not to destroy my eyes. So I couldn't see anything that was happening. It also doesn't help that my ring light is so bright that it's reflecting off of my glasses and onto the screen, and I can't see what's going on. And then I got in another time, and my controller just stopped working. And in my last gameplay video, I did mention that there is an issue with Xbox controllers in the Evil Dead game where it just randomly stops working, and like the only button input accepted is the Xbox console menu. But then if you're on the menu, it's fine, but if you're in the game, literally nothing works except that button, so all you can do is shut off the console. Which sucks, and I really wish they would implement a patch to fix that. But anyways, the other day, I got through, I think I did 3 rounds, maybe, of the game. I mean, I really hyped it up and, like, worked really hard to get into a Splatter Royale match, but it's not for me. It's not for me. It's very much like Fortnite. I am not a Fortnite player. I played it once when it first came out, and I was absolutely horrible. So I was really bad at this. So it just wasn't a great experience. Not that it wasn't a great experience. I had fun, but it's not the type of match I'm willing to sit through that long matchmaking process for. If I'm gonna sit through a matchmaking queue for a game, I'm gonna do it for like the regular game mode, because that lasts much longer and I'm probably much better at that. So speaking of regular gameplay, I also bought the Immortal Power Bundle DLC, I think it's called, which has Ruby Nobi in it. Gory, glory, hallelujah. Celebrate the release of more bloody content from the grooviest TV series, Ash vs. Evil Dead. New survivor, Ruby Nobi, a leader whose weapon damage increases with every unit killed. Ruby is a new survivor who is no stranger to dark forces. As a Dark One herself, she regenerates health by absorbing the souls of evil units that die within her aura, and increase the amount of fear it takes before she can become possessed. Her skills allow her to take less damage after being possessed and restore more health. Her deadly blast of collected souls damage evil units within range and heals survivors nearby. The Immortal Power Bundle also came with Ash's Party Animal outfit, Kelly's Scourge of Evil outfit, Pablo's Fish and Chips outfit, the Puppeteer Demon Class King of the White Frost outfit, and of course Ruby. Ruby was one of my favorite characters on Ash vs. Evil Dead, so I'm very excited that she's in the game now, and it's Lucy Lawless voicing her. So I was stoked to play as her, and it's so much fun to play as her. One downside is you can't use amulets, and I just tend to hoard amulets because I'm not the greatest video game player. So obviously anything I can use in the game to try and stay alive longer is something I'm going to do. But I think I did okay. Once again, population issue with the game, so people would start bleeding out and then just leave the match immediately. There's one match I did where 2 other people left, so it was just me and one other guy playing, I think it was a guy, one other person playing Ash. And basically it was just 20 minutes of fighting Deadites, and one of us would die, revive the person, fight Deadites, the other person dies, you revive the other person. It was just 20 minutes of that. I find a lot of people are not interested in the objective at all. I don't know if that's just to get like points to level up or whatever, but there have been very few matches where people are actually going to get the pages and then going to get the dagger. My last few gameplay videos, there's people that they just want to fight the Deadites the whole time. I don't know if it's intentional or not. We can't just hang out at the palace ruins. We have things to accomplish in the next 20 minutes. Or maybe they're like lost and they don't know where to go, but there is a map. I'm not the best player, but I know that there's a map function where I can go and look and see where the next objective is gonna be. So I really hope that they do something soon that'll drive new players to the game. I think Splatter Royale is great if you're like an Evil Dead fan and you're also like a Fortnite player, because then you basically get to play Fortnite as Ash. And I mean, Ash is already in Fortnite. Hopefully they bring something to the game that brings in a whole new player base. Hopefully they do some stuff for Evil Dead Rise. I think it'd be really cool. Probably not just as the movie comes out, but maybe a couple weeks after, so there's not spoilers for people, because I know that stuff releases in like the US and Canada when it's supposed to, and then anything like overseas is a little delayed. Like I think Pearl came out in September here, but I think it doesn't premiere in the UK till like March or something. So I really hope that's not the case for Evil Dead Rise, because obviously I want as many people to see this movie opening weekend as humanly possible so that we get another one, because I would love another Evil Dead movie. So yeah, I hope when April rolls around, or even May, that they decide to add some characters from this game, from this movie I mean, into the game. Maybe like a map, and then probably just the 2 sisters, Beth and Ellie. Yeah, Beth and Ellie. I can't see them adding any of the kids, because there's not a whole lot of kids in the Evil Dead, and I don't necessarily think anyone would want to play as a kid in the game. Speaking of the game, there was a patch February 8th, so a little over a week ago. So for survivors, Melee damage no longer increases for Lord Arthur's active ability. Ranged damage no longer increases every time Annie activates her ability. Ruby's passive healing stops working when she's possessed. Ruby's passive healing heals the correct value. I didn't realize she had passive healing. I thought it was like a passive amulet thing, that maybe that's why she couldn't use amulets, but I don't read too much into anything, so I wouldn't know. Fix Ed Getley's ability. It's a trap to deactivate portal traps placed by the demons. Survivors will be unable to shoot off the heads of possessed elite units before they get to 0 HP. And the last thing for survivors was fixed when players could not successfully resurrect AI survivors on altars. I don't usually play with AI. I haven't played with AI at all. But maybe I should try that, because I'm not very good at this game. So for demons, fixed puppeteers power possess, that was tough to say, ability cooldown. The effects of Puppeteer Master damage done now disappear after unpossessing a survivor inside Ash or Ruby's area. The first attack after special attack can now damage basic and elite Deadites. Evil Ash can no longer interrupt stunning animation by dodging. Stunning animation is in like a stun gun. I read it as stunning animation is in like, wow, this animation is stunning. Demon won't be able to set up a double trap at the same place on Ye Olde S Market on the Army of Darkness map. I don't play as a demon, so that means nothing to me. That means nothing to me because I don't play as the demon. So, some general patch updates. Freezes no longer happen when a player tries to upgrade 2 characters' prestige levels in a row. Fixed freezes or crashes when changing party leader. Fixed aiming camera being briefly reset after a certain set of movements. Fixed issues with skill point settings for some players in the collection. Messages showing if a friend is online will disappear from the screen after a while. And updated Pit Deadites 3D model. They also did some patchwork on Splatter Royale. So for matchmaking, they fixed the long wait at the end of the lobby countdown, which is good, because I think that was the issue a lot of things were having, is that the countdown would end and it would be on 0, and then you'd just be sitting there waiting. I think people thought it was broken, so they would leave, and then everyone would get kicked from the match. Fixed getting disconnected if players were having a really slow collection in Splatter Royale. Fixed a matchmaking issue where players canceled matchmaking. I sure hope you did. And some more general things. They fixed the character physics in Splatter Royale Spectator mode. Now all players get into Spectator mode after dying in Splatter Royale, regardless of if they died in a car, by world enemies, or by the storm. Improved the visibility of how other players with fear appear or disappear in the Splatter Royale minimap. Pickups spawned after killing a player in Splatter Royale mode will have more space between them to make it easier to collect. The camera will not shake in Spectator mode in Splatter Royale, and the Splatter Royale kill feed is now fully translated into all languages. Those are the patch notes for the game. I don't think there's anything more recently. This is sort of the first, they did a patch fix on February 2nd, but then before that they haven't done one since November 14th, so I don't know if maybe the game was just running good or if they abandoned it for a little while. I hope they didn't abandon it, because I really like the game. I just wish more people played it and actually did the missions. So yeah, that was a lot of news. This is like a whole 26 minutes of Evil Dead news, judging by how long I've been recording this on OBS. So I hope you enjoyed this very chill, relaxed episode. I don't even know if this is breaking news or if this is a whole episode. We'll decide when I upload it. So you'll be the judge of that. Yeah, hopefully there's more that comes out about the new movie or some new stuff in the game that we can talk about. But for now, I'm just going to keep trucking along and try to find out all this information that I can and share with you guys so that you have a more interesting way to consume it as opposed to just reading an article, even though it's probably easier and a little less tangenty. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, G, that's my name, and I will see you in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe and all that fun YouTube stuff. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts on Evil Dead Rise are. If you have any thoughts yet, if you have any predictions or theories or whatever, let me know. And I will see you in the next video. Stay groovy.